Hurricane Ida left a path of destruction across several states. Now people in those communities need a helping hand. What you can do to help this noon.
And back here at home, a driver losing control of their vehicle, hitting two teens walking to school. Why police say this crash was unavoidable.
Live from KSAT 12. The news at noon starts right now.
We start with the driver who did not survive a crash this morning when his car slammed into the rear end of a trailer on the northeast side.
It all happened at the intersection of Loma Azul and Topperwine. That's west of I-35. San Antonio police tell us that driver was speeding near a neighborhood.
Stephen Cavazzo shows us the scattered damage and the tragedy left behind.
We got a sedan that's driving westbound on Topperwine, high rate of speed, and we've got a tractor trailer that's pulling out of a private drive.
And the outcome was deadly. San Antonio police and other emergency crews arrived here to the intersection of Loma Azul and Topperwine early Friday morning. Police tell us the driver of the sedan had to be extracted from the car after he crashed into the rear end of the trailer, which was carrying two vehicles.
The driver of that trailer did his very best to get those vehicles off and render aid to the driver of the sedan.
Crews were able to get him out, but he was rushed to BAMC, but died on the way. Topperwine remained blocked for several hours. It's taken two wreckers to wedge that vehicle out of the trailer right behind me. This is here on Topperwine, where there is still scattered debris following that deadly crash from this morning. While speed is believed to be a factor, the investigation is still in the early stages.
From our investigation, it does look like, it's a tragic accident.
The Bexar County Medical Examiner has not released the name of the driver that was killed in the crash. Stephen Cavazzo's KSAT 12 News.
San Antonio police say they do have a lot of questions for a driver who lost control of her SUV. She jumped the sidewalk, hitting two teens. The girls were in the far west side neighborhood just walking to school when they were hit. It happened on Dugas Drive near South Ellison. As Katrina Weber reports, the number one question that police have is what went wrong?
An SUV sits where pedestrians belong, on a sidewalk in the 10,200 block of Dugas Drive. San Antonio police say this is where it landed after the driver lost control around 7:45 this morning and crossed the road. Unfortunately, in her path were two teens, sisters on their way to Stevens High School.
The first officer arrived seconds after the crash, and he did a very great job as to extracting these kiddos from underneath the vehicle.
Once they were pulled from beneath the SUV, the teens were rushed to a hospital by ambulance. Police say they were in critical condition but stable. The driver remained with her crashed car while investigators tried to piece together what happened. From what police say, this crash was unavoidable for the teens. The girls were walking on a neighborhood sidewalk at the time and doing everything right.
It doesn't look to be intentional, and so like I said, we are still investigating why that vehicle left the roadway.
While they had no easy answers about this crash right away, police say at times like this, we can all use a reminder about keeping our eyes on the road.
It's very important for us driving and commuting to work and to our jobs, man, to pay attention. That phone call can wait. That text message can wait.
Safety, they say, has to come first. Katrina Weber, KSAT 12 News.
A fire on the north side last night, still under investigation this noon. Crews think the flames were set on purpose. Firefighters were called to a house on the 300 block of Downridge, just south of Jackson Keller. A battalion chief says that home was vacant, but there were tons of stuff inside that had been left. He also said a vehicle was seen driving away from the scene, so investigators think the fire may have been set on purpose. Crews were able to put out the fire quickly and no one was hurt.
Communities in the south and the northeast still reeling from the disaster that was Hurricane Ida. At least 48 people now reported dead in the northeast alone after the record-breaking storm rolled in suddenly, causing chaos. As ABC's Dan Lieberman reports, rescues and tragedy are still unfolding there.
In Philadelphia Friday, a major highway still flooded, with crews still pumping out water. Across Pennsylvania, New York, and New Jersey, catastrophic flooding that turned roads into rivers, with at least 7 confirmed tornadoes. In Mullica Hill, New Jersey, winds exceeding 135 miles per hour.
We were all huddled. He was over me. Everything was falling on our back.
And this. A house in Rahway exploding early Thursday, hours after residents evacuated due to floodwaters, authorities blaming a buildup of gas inside. the blast leveling the house and damaging nearby homes. In this moment, when the walls of a New Jersey home caved in under immense water pressure. In New York's Central Park Thursday, we met Tasco Brown, scooping water from his flooded car using his baby's bottle. He swam with his 8-month-old baby to safety the night before.
Never experienced nothing like it. It was frightening. Worst thing I've ever seen.
In New York City Wednesday night, more than 3 inches of rain fell in just 1 hour, submerging cars on this Bronx expressway and forcing more than 800 passengers to be rescued from flooded subways. 11 out of 13 New York City residents who lost their lives lived inside basement apartments, unable to escape the high waters. A Queens mother and her son were killed when their basement apartment collapsed. Their neighbor still in a state of disbelief.
The water came up within 5 minutes, like 4 feet, real fast.
President Biden has approved emergency declarations for New York and New Jersey due to the storms and plans to visit hard-hit Louisiana later today, where power is still out for hundreds of thousands of people. Dan Lieberman, ABC News, New York.
And if you're wondering how you can help in all of this, KSAT Community partnering up with the Red Cross, we want to collect donations for those impacted by Ida. The Hurricane Ida phone bank, it's happening right this second. It ends at 7 o'clock tonight. All you have to do is call the number on your screen to donate. The number is 210-351-1363. Coming up in just a few minutes, we're going to hear from the American Red Cross on what your donation will mean to all the people affected by this hurricane.
The waters of Hurricane Ida may not have affected San Antonio. However, a local shelter is flooded with animals. The San Antonio Humane Society is at capacity after opening their kennels to more than 100 animals affected by the hurricane.
The Humane Society's hallways and education center now serving as a temporary kennel area. Alicia Barrera was at the shelter where these rescues are under high stress and they need some help from the community as well.
Well, when we think of animal shelters, we think of adoption, but there's so much more that needs to happen before they're adoption ready. So right now, donations for dog beds, cat beds, toys, leashes are needed here at the San Antonio Humane Society. They have improvised to protect and improve the lives of 50 dogs and 104 cats spared from the destruction caused by Hurricane Ida. While medical staff works around the clock to make sure each furry friend is vaccinated and spayed or neutered, here's what the community can do to help ease the load. They need donations. Pet food is needed, cat and dog beds, treats, blankets, towels, toys, and rubbing alcohol. The shelter has a blue drop-off bin located right outside their doors. They're open from noon to 7 p.m., but you can come at any time to drop those off. But most of all, these guides need love. They need volunteers to come bathe the animals, walk them, and play with them.
It's amazing. I mean, you just see it in their eyes. It does not take long to see that they've been through so much already. It's a long journey, so we just know they've been through so much, and they know we love them and care for them. So as soon as they see, like, we see their little faces, like, they know they're in safe hands.
So Abby here is from the first group of animals that was rescued, and she's already available for adoption. As for the other 104 animals, those will be available for adoption in the next couple of days. Reporting from the San Antonio Humane Society, Alicia Barrera, KSAT 12 News.
Still to come this half hour, week 2 big game coverage got started with some pretty big plays last night, including from the Lanier Volks. Larry Ramirez has the highlights coming up.
We are partnering up with the Red Cross for the latest KSAT community event. It's a phone bank. We're raising money for those affected by Hurricane Ida. What your donation means to those devastated areas, it's all coming up after the break. The devastation left behind by Hurricane Ida is evident in the many images of flooded streets and damaged homes. And now people are stepping up to help those in need, and you can too. That is why we're holding a phone bank with the Red Cross. David Sears is there. David, my family is struggling in Louisiana.
Can only imagine, Ursula, as are others struggling there in Louisiana and Mississippi. Alex Villa is the Chief Operating Officer for the Red Cross. First off, anybody who's been in San Antonio long enough will know that San Antonio steps up when our friends are in need, and our friends are in need in Louisiana. So what do they need the most to help out those folks in Louisiana right now?
Right now, what we need is people's financial support so that we can provide the resources to those who've been impacted in Louisiana. We are actively trying to provide safe shelter, feeding and clothing, and of course, clean water to those who've been impacted by Ida.
What about volunteers? A lot of times we're asking for volunteers. People come down to the Red Cross to help out. Where are we as far as volunteers go?
We are a volunteer-led organization. 90% of our workforce is volunteer-led. However, right now we're really seeking out financial contributions for the 700 volunteers who are already in Louisiana helping those people in need. But we're always taking people who are interested in becoming volunteers at redcross.org.
If it's not money, is there something else that people can donate? Is there something else that those folks in Louisiana could use right now, or is it just mostly financial assistance?
It's a lot easier for us to take the money and put it directly to what they're needed. So if it's food, we're able to secure food in the area. If it's water, same thing with water. We've been doing ice a lot lately. That's because, people don't have power and they're not expected to have power for weeks. So we're really taking everything that we're getting here today and putting it towards getting people in Louisiana and across the Mid-Atlantic the resources they need.
And one thing we were talking about earlier is the fact that you guys coordinate with other agencies that are also helping out, like the food bank. You know what the food bank is doing, that they've delivered a couple of trucks of food and water the other day. So you're not really kind of stepping on each other's toes. You're pretty much doing whatever needs to get done, and you're coordinating all this together. So I think that's a fantastic thing. So kind of explain how all that works.
Yeah, definitely. So the Red Cross is able to procure water, and we work with partners like the food bank and determine what they have needs for, and then we're able to fill those needs and work together, so that way we're not duplicating our efforts, and we're both as organizations making the best use of our donors' dollars.
All right, so if you want to help, money is what they need the most of right now, and there's the phone. We've got 3 volunteers sitting here answering your phone calls and taking your money. 210-351-1363 is the number to call. Let's help out our folks over there in Louisiana and keep up the tradition here in San Antonio of helping out those in need. Alex, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Back to you, Ursula.
Thanks, guys. I hope those phones start ringing. We are keeping an eye outside right now, mostly for temperatures. We're waiting to see if we're going to hit 100 this weekend.
We haven't done it yet, Ursula. Yesterday, again, 99. So that was 2 days in a row with a high of 99. And yeah, we have yet to see 100 here in the Alamo City, though I'll let you in on a little secret. If it's 99 or 100 and you step outside, it's very hard to tell the difference. But we are officially waiting for that first triple-digit day, and it very well could come over the long holiday weekend. We'll talk about that forecast coming up very shortly. First, today the aquifer is down 0.7 of a foot, and in your pollen count, molds are high today, unfortunately. Fall elm, though, is low with a count of 90. We'll be right back.
I know it's not raining, but that doesn't mean you might not need an umbrella tonight.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. You know why?
Why?
If you sit in the sun in the stands, hot as it is, sun shining.
True. See? And I'm going to keep in a 20% chance of a little thunder shower through about 7, 8 o'clock.
So, okay, well, see, then the umbrella might come in handy for that, too.
Double usage. But probably for more of us, it's going to be for the shade than for the rain. But we'll take a look at Futurecast coming up shortly. Again, high temperatures yesterday here in San Antonio, 99. This afternoon, we're going to get close to that mark again. The reason why we're going 98 is because I think we'll keep a few more clouds around this afternoon, and we do have that 20% chance of an isolated afternoon, early evening thunder shower. But again, 98, 99, 100, you're really not going to be able to tell the difference when you step outside. Let's take a look at Futurecast. We're going to jump ahead to 4 o'clock. We do have some thunder showers down south of Lavaca County, down near Cuero at this hour. Through this afternoon, that activity should wander up closer to the I-10 corridor, possibly as far west as the I-35 corridor. Any rain today is going to be very, very spotty, very hit or miss through 6, 7 o'clock as we're getting ready for the start of our football games. A couple of these lingering thunder showers will be possible after 8 o'clock, after the sun goes down. Anything that has managed to pop up this afternoon will fizzle out, and then we'll be rain-free late this evening and overnight. So just keep that in mind if you've got a football game to go to this evening or any late afternoon, early evening plans. We will hold on to a chance of a passing thunder shower. Otherwise, though, just hot. A decent breeze today. South-southeast winds about 5 to 15 miles per hour. Currently, radar for most of us is very quiet, but off well to the east again, over closer to DeWitt, Lavaca County. These thunder showers are south of Highway 90 for the time being. We do have some decent activity. Again, this is the far eastern fringes of our viewing area, but we've got some heavy downpours here where you see the red. That's some heavy rain. There's also a few flashes of lightning. This activity is not severe. And even if we do get some of this activity to wander west toward I-35 later this afternoon, it will also not be severe, but there could be some small pockets of heavy rain. And again, a few flashes of lightning. And let's hope some of us can find ourselves under at least a little bit of rain. Otherwise, it is just going to be hot this afternoon. Our heat index readings, or our feels like temperatures, those are the numbers in yellow. Those are already above 100 for many areas, especially east of the I-35 corridor. Here in San Antonio, our heat index is already up to 97. Reason our heat indices will be so elevated today, it's because our dew points are high for essentially all of us, with the exception of Rock Springs and Fredericksburg. They're in the 70s, and even 68 and 67 really doesn't feel too great. We do have just a little relief coming into play this weekend. Our afternoon dew points as we get into Saturday and Sunday will drop down into the upper 60s. I think even for a brief period of time, the upper 50s, so low 60s, upper 50s. That's not a whole lot of change, but it'll be just enough to take the edge off of the humidity, and that slightly drier air is what could help to boost us to 100, maybe even a degree or two above that as we get into the weekend. So Saturday, Sunday, we're strictly just talking some summertime heat. As we get into Monday, especially later in the day, we will throw in an isolated chance of rain. And that's because we will have a weak front dropping into North Texas Monday. By Monday afternoon and evening, this could spark a couple of isolated thunder showers north of Highway 90, mainly across the hill country. And then as this moves in and kind of stalls out Tuesday, that'll keep isolated rain chances in the forecast. So a break from the low end rain chances Saturday, Sunday, and then we'll pick those back up Monday into Tuesday. It won't be too widespread, but at least it's a little something. So overall, this holiday weekend is going to be hot, guys.
All right. Thank you, Katie.
Good start to big game coverage this weekend last night. Always like when Thursday nights get us going.
Yeah, we always have some good games on Thursday night. And for Brennan, #1 team in the city, they got off to a slow start, but they ended up handling their business against Clemens before Brennan opens up district play next week. And today is a historic day for UTSA football. Coming up. The #1 ranked team in 12's top 12, the Brennan Bears, visiting Linhoff Stadium last night to face the Clemens Buffalo. Second quarter, Brennan down 3. Running back Jason Love taking it right through the heart of the Clemens D for a touchdown and a 7-3 lead. A little bit later, the Bears take to the air. Ashton Dubose buying time as he breaks the pocket to find Love. And look at the effort from Love to get in for the score. The 20-yard touchdown makes it 14-3 Brennan, and they win 27-10. Our KSAT 12 from ETV and Texas Sports Productions and Game of the Week featured Brandeis Broncos and the Warren Warriors. First quarter, no score until running back Chris Rodriguez delivers his 12-yard touchdown off tackle and touched to make it 7-0 Broncos, and Brandeis takes it 21-7. The Wagner Thunderbirds hosting the Stevens Falcons at Rutledge Stadium. Third quarter, Wagner up 36-0. Stevens punting from their own 37. The ball is dropped by the punter. There's a mad scramble for it until Arturo Ramos falls on it for the Stevens, but it's still Wagner's ball. A few plays later, the Thunderbirds cash in. Quarterback Isaiah Williams going to keep it on the 2-yard touchdown keeper, and Wagner rolls 69-0. Lanier and Pearsall facing off at the SAISD Sports Complex. Lanier up 19-0, 13 seconds left before halftime. Lanier on the Pearsall 7. Xavier Tellez throws a great back to the corner ball for the end zone. Look at that, Ezekiel Garcia for the touchdown. I mean, that was awesome. 25-0 Lanier at the break, and it's Lanier in a shutout, 40-0. Take you to Southwest Legacy, where the Titans led the Burbank Bulldogs 13-3 in the third quarter. The Dogs, Ramiro Salazar going deep to Andrew Buentello for the 35-yard score, cutting the Titans lead down to 3. But Legacy comes right back. Cesar Tovar keeps it on the option read, and he walks right in. Titans go for 2, and they get it 21-10 in the fourth. and Southwest Legacy gets the dub 21-10. Young Men's Leadership Academy hosting the Luling Eagles. First quarter, Luling has the ball, but not for long. The snap is too high for the Eagles quarterback, and now it's a foot race to see who comes up with it. Aaron Pickney makes a play for it, but it squirts loose. Pickney scrambles for it again, and this time he comes up with a fumble recovery for the Lions, but the Eagles D makes a stand of their own. Lions lob it to the end zone, but James Ledesma makes a nice leaping pick to keep the game scoreless as we had to leave. That said to the big game coverage scoreboard for that final, and in a low-scoring game, YMLA takes it 6-2, and Holy Cross is a winner as well, 34-7. Here's our streaming schedule for tonight. Alamo Heights versus Churchill, Bernie Champion facing MacArthur. Central Catholic will play Bernie Geneva. Eagle Pass versus Marshall. Medina Valley and Jay and Reagan versus Steele. All those kick at 7 tonight. And the 7:30 games will feature Judson at Lake Travis. That's a big one. Lavernia at Navarro and Southside at Somerset. You can stream those games on the Big Game Coverage app, courtesy of Texas Sports Productions. And how about this? 10 years ago today, UTSA football played its first ever game, a 31-3 win against Northeastern State at the Alamo Dome. That bottom left photo is iconic because it's QB Eric Souza scoring the Roadrunners' first ever touchdown. The 2021 UTSA Roadrunners will leave today, this afternoon, for Illinois to face the Fightin' Illini tomorrow night.
Look how far they've come.
I know.
Now they're taking on a
Big Ten team.
Big Ten team.
Yep.
Wow. Great stuff. Good memories. Thanks, Larry.
All right, get ready, you dancing queens. Your favorite Swedish songbirds are back at it again. Larry is a huge Abba fan.
You know it.
Abba's hoping to take a chance on him. Haha. Details in the next half hour.
Very good. Hey, McDonald's has long been the butt of jokes about its ice cream machines, which many customers say always are broken. Social media users complained, comedians ribbed the company, and a developer even made an app to track broken machines. Now the federal government is getting involved. Details after the break.
It's a holiday weekend and Labor Day typically marking the end of summer. That means more people are bound to be on the roads. Coming up today at 5, 12 on your side's Marilyn Moritz explains how all that travel and Hurricane Ida will impact gas prices. Today, as millions prepare for the holiday weekend, the CDC now warning unvaccinated people should not be traveling this Labor Day.
That's because the agency fears a surge in new COVID cases. As ABC's Alex Brachet reports, this comes as the World Health Organization says it's monitoring another COVID variant.
As millions of Americans prepare to travel this Labor Day weekend, the CDC is out with a new warning.
First and foremost, if you are unvaccinated, we would recommend not traveling.
And right now, more than 47% of the entire population is not fully vaccinated. According to a recent CDC report, unvaccinated people are 5 times more likely to get COVID and 29 times more likely to be hospitalized. As of Thursday morning, the U.S. had recorded its 22nd consecutive day with more than 100,000 new daily COVID cases, something we didn't do once between February 7th and July 29th. The country's daily death average up 390% in the last 8 weeks, around 950 people a day. Concerns also growing as millions of students head back to school. Those under 12 years old ineligible to get vaccinated. On average, 350 children seek hospital care for COVID each day. And in Jacksonville, Florida, 2 families are mourning the loss of their children from COVID, both dying at the same hospital within 24 hours of each other this week. A pair of new studies released Friday finding children were 4 times more likely to be hospitalized with COVID in states with the lowest vaccination rates. The CDC saying it's proof cocooning children with vaccinated people keeps them safe.
We must come together to ensure that our children, indeed our future, remain safe and healthy during this time.
The World Health Organization says it's monitoring a new COVID variant called Mu. Dr. Anthony Fauci says we're paying attention to it, but it's not an immediate threat right now. Alex Brachet, ABC News, Washington.
General Motors is shutting down production at most of its North American plants next week. The automaker says they will close for a week or 2 because of a global chip shortage. The problem has gotten worse recently with the surge of COVID cases in Southeast Asia. That's where many of the chips are manufactured. GM says a small handful of plants will remain open. The short supply of chips has led to limited inventories of new vehicles across the auto industry, causing prices to rise.
The Federal Trade Commission has some tough questions for McDonald's about their ice cream machines and why it is they break so often. That's according to the Wall Street Journal. The FTC reached out to some franchise owners over the summer. They say that the machines are too complex and they require a 4-hour-long cleaning cycle at night, and that often fails. The company that makes the machine says it's important to make sure that equipment that uses dairy products is sanitized properly, but it's not exactly clear what sparked the investigation or what the FTC hopes its investigation will accomplish.
Something weird about that story.
There's more to it. Read up, folks.
Oh.
The story behind this story.
And you can use some ice cream today, although you got to eat it fast if you're outside.
Yeah, true. It's going to be another scorcher, and we could register our first triple-digit day today, but certainly I think coming up this weekend. So get ready for it. It's going to be a hot holiday weekend. Temperatures currently are climbing well into the 90s in many spots. It's already 94 in Cotulla. It's 88 in New Braunfels, mid to upper 80s in the hill country there. Humidity is high across the board for most of us. Our dew points are in the 70s. They'll fall off a few degrees this afternoon, but not a whole lot, so that'll push our heat index readings above 100 in many locations. Winds are fairly light now, about 5 to 10 miles per hour. We should pick up a decent breeze late this afternoon and this evening, closer to 15 miles per hour at times. That'll help us out just a bit. As far as any rain goes today, it's going to be very, very isolated. And in fact, we do have a couple of thunder showers out there well east of I-35 currently, around Hallettsville down toward Cuero, even starting to inch a little bit closer to Gonzales. These are non-severe, but they are putting down some decent rain, and we've got a couple of flashes of lightning there southeast of Hallettsville. Some of this activity could wander closer to I-35 as the afternoon goes on, so keep that in mind for any after-school activities, especially for our high school football games later on tonight. We'll take another look at radar, get you a tropics update, and a look at your full forecast coming up in just a bit. Guys.
Thank you, Katie. They have been watching our roads for over 25 years, keeping you informed about the incidents that are happening before your daily drive. It's a 24/7 job for the team at TransGuide. And this week, our traffic authority, Stephen Cavazos, met with people on the other side of the lens.
Crashes, construction, debris, or stalls.
We're kind of the eyes and ears for everybody.
TransGuide is watching it all. John Giannotti is the operations manager. He tells us once an incident is detected, they're able to post a message on their digital message signs, which you may spot down major highways like I-10, 410, or 281.
We can tell them crash up ahead, left lane's closed, right lane's closed, this exit's closed. All kinds of messages that we can relay to the public so they know what's coming up in front of them if there is an incident that they need to be aware of.
There are over 200 cameras watching the major highways in and around San Antonio, and there's a big team at TransGuide. That includes TxDOT operators, Hero dispatchers, Via Bus dispatchers, City of San Antonio traffic signal operations, and San Antonio Police towing dispatch. The team at TransGuide have been watching the road since 1995, and last year their offices over in the 3500 block of Northwest Loop 410 underwent a big renovation. That includes new workstations, floors, and a brand new video wall that is 65 feet wide and 9 feet tall.
So much clearer now. So this video wall gives us much more clarity. When we want to see something, we can zoom in on an incident, and what we're seeing is much clearer now.
TransGuide is instrumental in helping your traffic authority as they relay the issues they're spotting on the roadways.
It's no 9 to 5.
No, this is definitely not 9 to 5.
Gio Garza has been working with TransGuide for 3 years. She tells us what a typical morning looks like.
Between, let's just say, 2 and 4 sometimes. We get the wrong way drivers, so that's pretty much what the morning consists of. And then after that, we get the little calm before the storm of the morning rush.
Giannotti says it's people like Garza that are here to help drivers get to where they need to be on time, but more importantly, safely, which makes their job important.
We want everybody to have a safe trip no matter what they're doing every day.
Stephen Cavazos, KSAT 12 News.
TransGuide planning to add more cameras north of 281 closer to the county line once construction wraps. Drivers can also expect to spot more cameras along big construction projects like the 1604 expansion project.
This is a very musical noon show. If Elvis is always on your mind, then this might be a piece of memorabilia for you, how you can be the proud owner of this iconic jumpsuit.
As usual, Larry Ramirez headed out of town tonight on the road with big game coverage. We'll start in Seguin, so he's got to look at the Matadors. Coming up in sports.
And Mamma Mia, here we go again.
Wow.
The Swedish singing sensations Abba, they're back with new music. When the full album's going to be released after the break.
Swedish music group Abba is releasing its first new album in 4 decades. The first 2 singles from Voyage are available to stream right now. The entire 10-song album will be released November 5th. The pop group also announced a comeback concert in London in spring of 2022. It'll feature Abba's virtual avatars and 10-piece live band. Oh,
they look great. Elvis Presley's iconic studded jumpsuit and cape are going up for auction, or at least one of them. Cruise GWS Auction says he wore these during 4 Madison Square Garden performances in 1972. The minimum bid for the jumpsuit is $375,000. For the cape, all you got to pay is $50,000 minimum.
Wow.
He's got an assortment of jumpsuits.
Yeah, there's way more than one.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's pretty. A little warm for a jumpsuit today.
Yeah, probably so. We're already climbing into the low to mid 90s out there, and we're well on our way to a high close to 100 again this afternoon, and that will not be changing over the holiday weekend, so be ready to find a cool spot to hang out over the next few days. Today, the aquifer is down another 0.7 of a foot to 658.7. Stage 1 watering restrictions for Saws customers are back in effect. And in your pollen count today, molds were down yesterday, but they're back up to a high count of 1,100 today. Fall elm no is low with a count of 90. We'll be right back.
So down in Louisiana, the lights just came on at my sister's house.
Okay. Wow.
But they're gutting my niece's house because it was flooded. She lost every appliance and the roof. What else?
Sorry.
Oh, my brother, was smart enough to live on a river in Louisiana, has to take a kayak to get to his front door.
I'm so sorry.
No, I mean,
a long cleanup process there.
It's a long history of dealing with this too for them.
Yeah.
You know, and there's something to be said for that. And I think we have some of that in Texas too. I remember doing an interview with an official after Hurricane Harvey, and he said, you know, Texas people, and I think this is true for Louisiana people as well, like the next day you start the cleanup. You know, no like woe is me, like we're just going to start cleaning up. So we send them our best.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Speaking of the tropics, we still have Hurricane Larry out there. Larry Ramirez here yesterday was like, he's like, my storm isn't going to hurt anyone, is it? His storm. No. No, but this will likely become a major hurricane out in the open Atlantic. So through next week, middle of next week, Wednesday, this will start to get a little bit closer to Bermuda. So this will be a storm to watch for Bermuda there. Otherwise, not an issue, and it'll be a fish storm. So you'll disrupt some of the fish out there, Hurricane Larry, as well as maybe some ocean freight transit and things like that. A bit closer to home, this yellow X means we have an area of disturbed weather, basically just a mess of cloud cover, rain, thunderstorm activity that's down southeast of Cancun. Over the next 5 days, this has a 30% chance of becoming our next tropical depression as it works over the Yucatan Peninsula. There are some indications that by middle part of next week, this could be inching closer to the southern Gulf again, kind of just as a mess of rain. So we don't have any impacts to our forecast at this time, but of course we'll keep you updated. In the meantime, our rain chances are very low. Isolated thunder showers today, kicking back in later in the day Monday and then into Tuesday of next week, but no really widespread rain in the forecast over the next 7 days. It's already hot out there, 91 in Del Rio, but already feeling like 100. That yellow number is your heat index, or what it feels like. Feeling like 103 in Pleasanton, 102 is the heat index in Gonzales. Thankfully, we have a little bit of rain out there on radar. Not much to write home about, but we do have some scattered small thunder showers. This red color here on radar does indicate some heavier rain, and we do have some shower activity starting to build south of Gonzales over along Highway 90 toward Hallettsville in Lavaca County. This will be some short-lived heavy rain. A few flashes of lightning will be possible, but there's no concern for any severe weather this afternoon or this evening. And what we'll be watching for the rest of the day is for some of this activity, especially what's starting to develop south of Gonzales, even a little shower there well southeast of Floresville. Some of this could start to build west closer to the I-35 corridor. So that's why when we're talking football forecast for this evening, there will be a mention of a couple of isolated showers and non-severe storms through about 8 o'clock. After that point, anything that's out there will fizzle out, but you can bet on plenty of heat out there for our Friday night football games. Across Texas, things are pretty quiet. Really, most of the activity is down a little bit closer to our area with those showers off east of 35. Things will be quiet through the upcoming holiday weekend for most of it anyway. A ridge of high pressure will stay centered to our east Saturday into Sunday. That'll keep our rain chances at 0. By Monday, especially later in the day, that ridge will kind of get squished by an incoming very weak frontal boundary. This will be dropping into North Texas Monday, and this could spark a couple of isolated thunder showers later in the day Monday north of San Antonio, and then another chance at some isolated rain as we get into Tuesday. This front is very weak. It's not going to do really anything for us temperature-wise, but it will kick in those low-end rain chances Monday into Tuesday. So again, today, keep in mind this isolated thunder shower possible through about sunset, and then hot this weekend. We'll see if we can register our first triple-digit day.
Oh, I hope not.
See if we can. It's like a goal of hers or something.
No, we don't. I have a bet with Steve Spriester.
What? That we won't hit it?
That we won't hit it.
Wow.
He's going to owe me a soda pop.
No. So, all right. So last night we had the Battle of the Birds.
Yes, Penguins, Cardinals, out at Youngstown State. Unfortunately for Incarnate Word, they didn't finish the fight, and that's something they've been preaching, finish, but in the end, it was just a tough loss for them. And we caught up with UTSA women's soccer to talk about their historic start. Coming up.
Oh yeah, it's given us a lot of confidence. We're just going to have to take what we're doing, keep rolling with it. The most important game is the next one.
And the next match is a big one for Lexi Bolton and the UTSA women's soccer team in Big Board Sports. Our big game coverage road trip tonight will kick off in Seguin, where the Matadors will host the New Braunfels Unicorns. Seguin dropped its season opener to Taft, 37-20, while the Unicorns beat the San Marcos Rattlers, 49-30. Seguin is led by head coach Craig Daly, a Seguin native, who was the Matadors starting quarterback in the late 1990s, and he graduated in 2000. His first game back wasn't the start he wanted. Mistakes and first game jitters hurt Seguin against the tough Taft Raiders.
We just had a lot of mistakes. I think it was just like a lot of, the nervousness and first home game, just a lot of the little nervousness and the jitters. But hopefully we got all that got out, and we'll be ready for this week.
Like John Mike said, just a lot of early mistakes coming out of the gate, kind of jittery and anxious. Just getting on our home field for the first time, it was nice to get all that out, and hopefully we got all it out for our next home game this coming Friday.
All right, the road trip tonight, we'll see New Braunfels at Seguin, Lavernia at Navarro, and Goliad at Marion. Will be live from Seguin tonight at 6. Incarnate Word football kicked off their season last night at Youngstown State. It's the Cardinals and Penguins. Second quarter, Cameron Ward finds Darion Chafin for a 38-yard touchdown. Still in the second, Ward goes quick pass to Taylor Grimes, 9 yards for the Cardinals' first lead at 21-17. Third frame, it's Ward to Chafin again, 20 yards, and the Cardinals go up 34-31. This was a thrilling back-and-forth contest. Late fourth, the Penguins tied it at 41-all. As time expired in regulation to force overtime. The 41-yard kick is good. In OT, the Penguins sack Ward for a 21-yard loss on this play. UIW did not score on their first drive at OT. The Penguins did, a 27-yard field goal, and Incarnate Word falls 44-41 in overtime. Man, that's a tough way to start the season. UTSA women's soccer is off to its best start in program history, now 4-1-0 after beating Texas A&M Corpus Christi 1-0. Kendall Kloza netted her second career goal to push the Roadrunners' winning streak to 4 straight, now the third longest in school history and the longest winning streak since the program won 5 straight in 2009.
I think the players have done a fantastic job. I thought they prepared exceptionally well over the summertime, came in very fit and ready to go. And the camaraderie, the leadership, just the overall culture and our players being bought into what we're doing has been exceptional.
This is going into my 4th year, and we've done some good things in the past, but the comfort level this year and just the way that things are flowing naturally, it feels really nice that after a lot of hard work, it's finally coming together.
UTSA will play at Texas Tech Sunday night at 7.
Yeah, since it is Texas Tech, I believe you have taken up the UTSA banner.
I think there's been enough talk about that.
Okay. All right. Speaking of talking and eating.
Drinking?
Yes.
Drinking.
We like to do all of that here on SA Live. Hello, happy, what is it, Friday?
Oh my gosh, it's Friday.
It is Friday,
yes.
And we're making sure your summer is going out in style by bringing the beach to you.
Yes, all right. Well, author and mom of 4 boys, Christy Cuthbert, shows us ways to make your backyard a beach party. And you've got a couple of great ideas you're going to show us right now.
We are going to have fun. We are going to make beach-themed treats. These are so simple, only 3 ingredients. And we have loads of activities to keep the littles busy over the Labor Day weekend if y'all are home. Like our flamingo ring toss. Can you get it, Ted?
Let's see.
Oh! We'll keep that going.
Fun. Okay. So are you ready for some yummy dessert? Because the mangonadas at El Chancho Loco were voted the best in town. But we check out the dessert that made this family-owned snack shop go viral.
Ooh, my mouth is watering. Hey, is your happy space being out by the grill? If so, we are showing you these amazing grills to cook Argentinian style and the food. Woo! That's also mouth-watering. We're going to tell you where you can get those grills and even a chimichurri recipe.
All right, so the Labor Day weekend marks the unofficial end of summer, so we want to know what is your favorite thing that you did this summer. We'd love to see some pictures, especially some kids' family photos. Let us know at SA Live KSAT on Facebook and Twitter. You may see your picture on the show. All that and more when SA Live continues in just a few minutes.